My name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. Now, entrepreneurship is a long-term game. Something you've got to understand. It's not something you can start on a Monday and expect to be a millionaire by Friday. It's a very long-term game. Not very long-term, but it's a long-term game. That's long-term, this is very long-term. It's a long-term, people say it's a marathon, not a sprint. And by hell it is. I was just talking to someone about what my strategy is for this channel. And for phase one is essentially, I need to create content. I got loads, here's my ideas, all in here. Then I need to break it down into 1 to 300 video ideas to get momentum. Get content out there, get the ball rolling. When you don't know what to do, you do something. So here's all these ideas, get it all down. 3 videos a day, 4 or 5 videos a day, go, go, go. Because phase one, for this business, for this personal brand, this channel, and my hemp business is build a community, build awareness, get the SEO, get the traffic, get the discoverability, get the community, get the trust. Become known, liked and trusted, and this takes time, but trust is invaluable. So it's like a hockey curve. Starts off slow, grinding, 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 and there's not much result. There's some blips here and there, but nothing happens. But a tipping point happens. A tipping point in number of videos, or that one person finds the video and shares it, and it explodes and explodes and explodes. A tipping point. A tipping point with the idea, your channel starts to take off. Something happens, and the only way to do that is through consistency and persistence. Persistence in message, in tone, even in your business. Consistency in what you're selling, pricing, where you're selling it to, stuff like that, and that's consistency and persistence in going through it. Because there's a video on TED or TEDx, that I think it's TED. It's how to start a movement. And I like this video a lot. The speaker is analysing. There's a video with this one guy on this music concert on the grass who's dancing, and from the very beginning, only he's dancing and no one else is dancing. They're all like avoiding him, like the plague. So they're avoiding him. But over time, he dances and dances, and someone else jumps and dances next to him. So there's 2 people, and then shortly after that, or whatever, a minute or so later, someone else jumps along on board. So there's now 3 people, and quickly, soon there's a 4th person. And not long after that, there's a 5th person. And then, before you know it, 2 other people join. And shortly after that, 3 people join. So it's social proof, it's momentum. It's momentum through persistency. It's momentum through, persistence. That guy was persistently dancing, consistent and persistent, and he got followers. He got people. And before you know it, it snowballed. And 5 people and 6 people were joining in. And then all of a sudden, people on the other side of the field was looking over there. What's happening? What's happening? There's a crowd of people. They're thinking subconsciously, something must be happening over there that they're missing out on. So they're going to check it out. They're going to walk past it, or other people next to the crowd are going to join in or walk away because there's too many people there and sit somewhere else. So you start a movement through persistency. So that's why entrepreneurship is a long-term game. When you start off, you have to learn what you're doing wrong and what you're missing, what you don't know and what you need to do. What's called a minimal viable product, MVP. Some say something like a minimal viable valuable product, but keep it simple for this video. A minimal viable product, whereas what is the minimum needed in this business, in this startup, the infrastructure, to get profit, to get going, to get momentum starting, where I can start now on Monday. And over the week I can tweak it here, tweak it there, refine this, refine that, based on feedback, based on conversion, based on what I think is working, what isn't working, based on feedback and opinions. Tweak it. There's a quote by the guy who founded LinkedIn. I can't remember his name now, but he says, if you aren't embarrassed when you first launch your product, then you waited too long. I'm embarrassed by this camera because the quality isn't very good, and for some reason there's a yellow spot just here. I have no idea why that's there. But I'm not going to go out and buy a new camera so it's perfect just to get started. I'm going to say this camera will do, it's from 2009, it'll do. go. Here's a setup, tripod, blah blah, go go go. Here's a little remote to stop recording. That'll do, go. And then over time, as we grow, as performance increases, as much more profitable, change new camera. But this will do for now. So phase 1 for this business is just get community, get momentum going, become trusted, and with that trust you can use it as a springboard for something else. Phase 1, this is for me, is just get going. Because it's a long-term game. You don't want to quit on the first week. Because what I found with my second business is that on week 1, and for the first month or so, it was selling slow, relatively slow, drips and drabs, but consistent and healthy. But you look at it today compared to a year ago, and especially compared to a competitor. I remember him saying he was struggling. It's just ridiculous. Just through consistency, people know about you. Word of mouth, people share, creating content, putting something out into the world. You never know who's going to discover you, and that has a compounding effect. There's this graph by Inbound Marketing, HubSpot, and there's this graph saying month 1, month 2, month 3, month 12, whatever, and it says content you created is this big, for example, and here's how many people came from this month's content. All the rest came from last month's content. And month 2, here's how many people came from last month's content. Here's how many people came from this month's content. The more you create, more consistency and persistency, more people will discover you. The more you are discovered, more that turns into followers, more that turns into customers, more that turns into reputation. More of that occurs, the more people you're going to get, the more trust you're going to get. More trust you're going to get, more customers. Success begets success. It really, really does. That's why ultimately it starts in here. Because if you get this right, everything else will eventually fall into place. The self-belief, the confidence, the strategies, knowing what to do and knowing what not to do. Once you get all this sorted, the theory, then the practice is just action. It's just energy. Because there's an old saying in Bulgaria, which is, action without theory is blind. And I can't remember what the other one is. It's theory without practice, I say, is hollow. I can't remember what the Bulgarian saying is, but practice without theory is blind. You've got to know what the hell to do, and you've got to be in it for the long run. In it for the long run. I've known people who have had a YouTube channel, for example, for 3 odd years before it blew up. Oh, I don't really want that. I need much faster than that, unfortunately. Which I believe is doable. So that is it. You've got to understand that entrepreneurship is a long-term game, and it's worth understanding that now from day one. But the journey, as an old saying again, the journey of 1,000 steps starts with a single one. But the question is, when are you going to make your first step? And that's the question of the day, actually. When are you going to start your journey? Question of the day. When are you going to start your journey? I started mine roughly 4 days ago, a week ago roughly, with this new business. This channel, taking it seriously, and the hemp business. We want hemp. I need to tweak a few things, change strategy for that ever so slightly. I made some mistakes. I need to change strategy, and this need to change strategy ever so slightly, but doing it now so it makes it even easier down the line. Very important. So if this is your first time to the channel, subscribe and click the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. How cool is that?